today's world, our society is rapidly progressing technologically, making us more vulnerable to hacking and other cyber attacks. This is an issue in numerous realms, but it is significantly impacting our banking systems. So if you are using a bank, this means you. Project Indigo is vital for our country for a plethora amount of reasons. First, it would lessen the frequency of cyber hacking and would allow us to be more prepared in the event of cyber attacks. Chris Bing stated that on May 21st, 2018, that the broad purpose of Project Indigo is to help information U.S. Cyber Command about nation-state hacking aimed towards banks. Under the agreement, financial institutions share data whispered not exclusively to any financial firm. It is widely known that a large financial institutions face many cyber attacks from nation-states and well-equipped criminal groups. The FSISAC sits at the center of this activity, collecting and sharing this information between companies so that they can be informed about active cyber threats. Project Indigo focuses on sharing cyber threat intelligence related to key threats facing critical infrastructure operators with the information of our financial institutions, their networks, and their clients. Project Indigo raises questions about the existing hierarchy in the United States government and whether decisions makers see a need for the military to be more integrated with the private sector of cybersecurity. My opponent was specifically concerned about the lack of privacy brought on by Project Indigo, since it would require us, the people of the United States, to share information with our banking system. However, Cyberscoop stated that in 2015, Congress passed what is called the Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act. This law gave certain liability projections to private companies wherever shared cyber threat data with the government. Cyber Command's role in these issues will have to evolve in order for it to reach its full potential. TheConversation.com stated that North Korea has been able to use cyber operations to generate revenue from their own government. This is outright theft of funds. In early 2006, the regime stole approximately $951 million. Thankfully, due to a spelling error, they were only able to steal $81 million after the hackers encrypted data on victims' computers. The malware demanded payment in order to gain back access to their computers. With malware sensitive technology that goes along with Project Indigo's, this activity could have been detected and stopped way sooner. The fate of the attack would have been devastating, one without the spelling error, which Project Indigo would have easily and essentially replaced and have been way quicker and more effective. U.S. banks are especially unprepared and unreliable to cyber attacks. Project Indigo would allow Cyber Command to react and even anticipate future cyber attacks, allowing proactive and progressive protective and proactive in the case of foreign states hacking in to steal money. Let's say Wells Fargo gets hacked into and you are notified that hackers have slowly been stealing money from you and other customers. When you add it up, you discover that you're missing, let's say, $60,000. Once you realize and notify the bank that there's money missing from your account, it is essentially too late and the bank can't do anything because it's unretrievable. It's been too late. Once you noticed, it's already gone. With Project Indigo, Cyber Command would be able to detect this activity from the get-go, determining that malware responsible for that theft before it even had time to take anything. The bank would really have all the information necessary to fight it. The attack and protect the funds without if it would be a big long process of questions and answers. And I know when I call someone, I get really annoyed talking to an automated voice recording. Trying to track down where the attack was coming from, allowing the hackers to steal more money if you don't essentially go or vote for the affirmative. Personally, as nervous as showing any information with anyone these days makes me this specific scenario illustrate the importance of Project Indigo. Thank you so much and vote for the affirmative.